of the NFL on EA Sports. It's San Diego taking on the Columbus Explorers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Columbus Explorers and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 104 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Working with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's got his man on the out route. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up 3rd and goal. So his first sack of the game, but CD, not his first of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year. Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Explorers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive. I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in. We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver? And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 122 yards. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles? Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 67 yards. And the Red Dragons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play. And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got down to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Explorers have moved out in front.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, and it's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Red Dragons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point safely through. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Under pressure and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the RPO, he completes it. And touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Explorers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 9 now. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 6. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Red Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. 20-3, the final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Red Dragons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's complete. The 20. Touchdown! A big play there. 68 yards. And the Red Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Second and 2. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. From the gun, they'll try to run it. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Step, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Red Dragons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it.
Yeah, we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Hands it off out of the gun. 59 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Second and 3. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Explorers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today. How about this stat? A perfect 9 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They go right back to White here on 1st down, and room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off here to White, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, touchdown!
A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Red Dragons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point up and through, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Here we go, set, 45, White, set, go. 58, set, go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
He's not going to get me. Share. Ready, go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On second down, they'll run with White. They find some open field here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the home team here, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.